Hi, my name is Ankita and welcome to my channel.
हाय, कैसे हैं आप सब? Hope you guys are doing well. मैं भी अच्छी हूँ. And yet another Saturday and yet another vlog for you. So let's get this vlog started. So it's 11 on the clock and I've been up since 8. आज हमारी house help नहीं आने वाली थी but still I had to get up at 8 because obviously Saturday है, the chores for Saturday, पूरे week के जो भी piled up tasks होते हैं वो Saturday को ही होते हैं. So I had to change the sheets, change the covers, थोड़ी dusting, थोड़ी साफ सफाई and then had to take a head bath, so उसी में freshen up होने में ही इतना time चला गया. So obviously we have to finish everything by 10 क्योंकि अभी पानी 10 से 5 नहीं आता है, and other than that there's continuity in running water, so we're in a much better situation. I'll just probably say this, that if we are staying in a city, we got to make a do with what is available for us. We cannot crib. There is a problem, we got to acknowledge it, and we got to do the best out of what is available. Everybody is trying their best to make sure that every resident is getting enough water. So yeah, that's what I wanted to call out. But yeah, so अभी 3 घंटे से I've been on the run. I'm literally very tired. मेरे बाल भी पूरे अच्छे से सूखे नहीं हैं, so I got to try them अच्छे से ताकि थोड़े सेट हो जाए. And then अभी breakfast भी नहीं किया है, so probably मेरे को check out किया आज breakfast में क्या खाऊंगी, मैंने अभी सोचा नहीं है. So that also I have to figure out. And then ठीक है, let's see what's for breakfast, what can we make for breakfast, and how the day goes.
So, after a lot of contemplation, this was my breakfast. ये गए सारे कपड़े इन द वॉशिंग मशीन. अब ये चलेगा शाम को. So after my Goa trip where I had gone to Delhi दरबार, वहाँ पर मैंने बहुत मस्त सिरके वाले प्याज खाए थे, तो मुझे काफ़ी इच्छा थी कि मैं घर में आके इसको बनाऊँ. इसकी डिटेल रेसिपी का लिंक मैं डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में डाल दूँगी, बट इट्स अ वेरी फेयरली सिंपल रेसिपी. बस पानी लेना है, विनेगर, सॉल्ट, शुगर, बीटरूट, चिलीज़, एंड देन आपके प्याज हो गए. अगर आप चाहें तो उसमें थोड़े ब्लैक पेपर, लौंग भी डाल सकते हैं. इसको अबाउट 6-7 आवर्स छोड़ दीजिए एंड उसके बाद ये क्या मस्त रंग लेके आता है, एंड इट्स वेरी टेस्टी. एंड ये तैयार है. दिस इज़ आफ्टर अबाउट 6 आवर्स दैट आई हैड लेफ्ट इट इन द रेफ्रिजरेटर. द कलर इज़ रियली गुड. मेरा एकदम ही साफ सुथरा रूम, क्लीन शीट्स, क्लीन कवर्स, क्लीन एवरीथिंग. वाओ, जस्ट सो नाइस. Weekends, sometimes the time flies and sometimes the time is so slow, but anyhow it was already lunch time and आज lunch में बहुत ही ओडिया specific cuisine था. So there was pokhada, then there was aloo jhinga posto, then there was saag. Salad of course is cuisine agnostic. Then there is body chura and of course pyaz and all that regular sides जो रहती हैं. So pokhada is a very common dish eaten in Odisha. मुझे बचपन में ये बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं था. Now as I am growing older, I realize the benefits of eating it because for hot summer it really cools down your body. So essentially ये कुछ नहीं है. There is rice and then there is dahi, the water, salt, and उसमें तड़का भी डलता है जो मैंने डाला नहीं है. Of course मैंने नहीं डाला, मतलब मम्मा ने डाला नहीं है, बनाया नहीं है. And usually the rice is old, I mean a day old that is used. यहाँ पर क्योंकि हम अभी बना रहे हैं, so we usually prefer fresh rice. So yeah, that's the lunch platter for the day. Now time for taking the plants out for getting their weekly dose of sunshine. So I saw this very funny poster on the net while I was just randomly surfing. So मुझे ये दिखा, सो आई थॉट आई प्रिंट इट एंड आई पुट इट इन माई वॉशरूम ऑफ कोर्स। तो वहाँ पर एक फ्रेम पड़ा हुआ था बहुत दिनों से जो खाली था। So the earlier poster got spoiled, of course, because moisture and all that की वजह से। So I thought that वो खाली frame को मैं वापस से इस poster के साथ fill कर दूँगी। So really funny as I was even preparing for putting this in the frame, but I'll show you how it looks finally. And task complete. Incoming rant.
I just received a WhatsApp message and I thought that I should talk about it. So I'll just briefly read, what exactly it says. So I'm not sure from where this article is or the snippet is. It essentially says, never buy or rent a flat in any skyscrapers. Okay, understandable. Now it starts with saying it has been more than a month since we received regular round the clock supply of water in our flat in PFC. Now the situation is beyond limits, what can be called inhabitable. No water during daytime. When we get during the night, it's just muddy water unfit for bathing. The Residents Association has called for the use of wet wipes and disposable cutlery for washing and eating. Most of the tenants have vacated while others have moved to temporary accommodation. You get to smell the stink of unflushed human excreta in toilet bowls from far away. It's not uncommon to see a line of residents going to the nearby forum mall to do their business. And of course, it talks more and more. So I stay in Prestige Falcon City, and I can tell you that this really is not the situation. I really would want to meet the person who's written this article, because if they are staying here and I'm also staying here, we both are facing actually two different scenarios. So a lot of people have met me in the office, or have come to know that I stay here. Then they ask that, really, is this the situation? I understand the power of media, the power of your words, but we got to be very careful on what we are trying to promote, right? Like, because I stay here, I know there was a period of time where, the water was restricted, that, you would be getting running water between, I believe, I'm forgetting the time. The time was earlier, it was 6 to 10 in the morning, and again 4 to 8 in the evening. And for the past 2-3 weeks, we've been getting water round the clock, barring 10 to 5 is the only time where we are not getting water, because, of course, we have seen a little bit surge in the water storage which is there with us. But to call out things like this, that people are going to forum, I really don't think so. The situation has become that worse. But yeah, there could be some instances where, let's say, one of the other flats is not getting water because, obviously there's some issue because they're turning off and turning down the water supply. There could be some issues. The water, yes, is sometimes when as soon as the water flow is released, at that point of time the water is really little unclean, but you got to let it flow and then it is okayish. But I just want to, it's surprising where how people write and use such big vocabulary to just exaggerate a situation. And it's not the situation just in our building, right? Most of the societies have taken this particular step to have constrained water supply. so that, before the peak summer comes in, we are all prepared to battle the water scarcity. So again, I want to call out that, there is a scarcity of water. Rain gods have not been very, you know, happy with us, and we've not got enough rain, so our lakes have dried up, so we got to make a do with what we have. And if we got to stay in the city, we got to adjust a little bit. Bangalore has given us a lot, and it's time that, we also reciprocate in the same manner. Yeah, there are a lot of laws, but to, write such preposterous articles, it is really uncalled for. And specifically, if really this is just something that has been blown out of proportion by using some fancy vocab, it is really, really, really uncalled for. And I hope people, stop writing such articles to gain or garner some attention just on the social media platforms. But yeah, I am just vouching for it that the situation is not as worse as what it is being portrayed on all social media platforms.
So this is the, article that had been sent across to me. So that one article which was sent to all the residents stating the criticality of the situation and what we could do just in case things got worse was just blown out of proportion and presented as though this was actually happening. See, I wouldn't say everything in this article is untrue, but there are things which have been just blown way, way, way out of proportion, as I was just talking earlier. Yes, I mean, buying a flat or renting a flat in a skyscraper, completely your choice. Don't do that. It's absolutely fine. Secondly, the honest advice that has been given, agreeable, because of course, there are certain things that you always do not vet. So yeah, do not buy or rent a place which is dependent on water tankers. But be a tenant or a owner. There are very little things that you can control. Let's say, even if you're a tenant, there is a water scarcity in one society. In that meantime, you noticed, hey, the other society does not have any water scarcity. You will move there. And again, when that particular apartment has a water scarcity, again, you will move to the next. I mean, I don't know if it is practically possible. It does not sound practically possible, at least for me, that, you'll keep, even if you're a tenant, you'll keep moving from one society to the other till you figure out the last apartment which is to get hit by the water scarcity problem. All that I'm saying is that we got to write more responsibly. Just because our attention span has become less than 30 seconds and we just got 30 seconds to get all the attention for an article or a reel or a video or a story, we cannot just misconstrue the facts. We got to be more responsible. We got to be responsible citizens. So I have been meaning to wash these two teddies for a very long time. So आज finally मैंने सोचा कि मैं इसको पानी में डुबो के रख देती हूँ. This is easy and surf का मिला हुआ mixture, and I'll let it sit for about 4 to 5 hours. And उसके बाद फिर मैं इसको सुखा दूँगी. Now पानी वापस चालू है, so finally have to run the washing machine now. So, owing to the immense hair fall that everybody in my home is having, so obviously flax seeds are a good source of a lot of good nutrients. So मैंने सोचा कि ऐसे तो हम flax seeds consume नहीं कर पा रहे हैं. We obviously have seeds etc. But इसका लड्डू बना देने से it will be in a much more consumable format. तो इसकी डिटेल रेसिपी भी मैं डाल दूँगी in the description box. But this is a good source of getting a lot of your nutrients because इसमें काफ़ी सारी seeds हैं, sunflower, muskmelon, flax seeds, pumpkin, dates, बहुत कम घी में बना है, मतलब ऑलमोस्ट 1 या 2 चम्मच या टीस्पून जो आप बोलते हैं उसमें बना हुआ है, एंड देयर इज़ डेसिकेटेड कोकोनट एज़ वेल। सो इसमें कोई भी एडिशनल शुगर नहीं है, व्हाटएवर इज़ द स्वीटनेस इज़ फ्रॉम द डेट्स इटसेल्फ। अगर आप चाहें तो आप गुड़ डाल सकते हैं, बट आई वुड सजेस्ट रादर जस्ट हैव इट विथ व्हाटएवर स्वीटनेस दैट इज़ बीइंग इम्पार्टेड बाय द डेट्स। सो काफ़ी आसान है बनाना एंड अ गुड सोर्स ऑफ न्यूट्रिएंट्स। दिस इज़ तैयार और यहाँ पर मेरी चाय रेडी है। एंड अब मैंने वो दोनों चंगू मंगू को भी सुखाने के लिए डाल दिया है। आई हैड टू लिटरली हैंग देम लाइक दिस बिकॉज मुझे पता नहीं था मैं क्लिप कैसे लगाऊँ। सो इट वॉज अ वेरी मीन वे टू डू, बट इट्स अ ब्यूटिफुल सनसेट। फिर शाम को मैंने खाना ऑर्डर किया। दिस वाज फ्रॉम आशा, एंड यहाँ का मुझे द ब्रेड्स, वॉट एवर ब्रेड, द नान्स और द रोटीज़, स्पेसिफिकली द गार्लिक नान मुझे काफ़ी पसंद है। एंड यहाँ पर एक पनीर लटपटा मसाला मिलता है, वो भी काफ़ी पसंद है मुझे। यू शुड ट्राई इट, आई रियली लव द नॉर्थ इंडियन फूड। कुछ उनके जो ब्रेड्स होते हैं मुझे काफ़ी पसंद है, एंड द पनीर डिशेज आर गुड। द मंचूरियन इज़ लाइक क्वेश्चनेबल बिकॉज कभी कभी अच्छा बनता है, कभी कभी अच्छा नहीं। बट आशा इज़ वन ऑफ द अदर प्लेसेस अपार्ट फ्रॉम आनंद जहाँ पर मुझे नॉर्थ इंडियन डिशेस उनकी प्रिपरेशन पसंद है। फिर उसके बाद तो वही यूजुअल जस्ट वेंट फॉर अ वॉक, refilled my junk का quota for the weekend, and then that's about it। बस उतना ही किया and called it a day। आज काफ़ी hectic दिन था, but a good fruitful day and all। See you in the next vlog। अगर आपको ये वीडियो अच्छा लगा then do like the video and subscribe to the channel। खुश रहें, खुशियाँ बांटें, keep exploring and keep discovering।